It is Monday, February 19th, 2018 in Dallas, Texas. The 911 emergency center receives a call from a worried Daryl Edwards.
Dallas 911, this is Lewis. What's the location?
Yes, I need paramedics and police. I'm at 30 eastbound. I need somebody here real quick.
What's going on there?
Someone has shot a driver. Yeah, this is the postal service. There's a postal vehicle here. I don't know if he's still breathing, but there's a gunshot through the front windshield. Oh, man.
The postal inspector learned that one of his motor vehicle service drivers was shot and killed while he was on duty on the I-30. The victim's name was Mr. Tony Mosby. He had been with the post office for approximately 14 years, and he was 58 years old at the time. There were multiple gunshots in the front of Tony Mosby's postal truck. One of the bullets had gone through the windshield and struck him in the face, and that was the bullet that took his life. 2 days after the murder, Jessica Thompson, a witness, comes forward. Her relative worked for the Postal Service, and once she had learned Mr. Mosby had died, it was weighing on her. Jessica Thompson tells the investigators that before the murder occurred, she was staying at a local hotel with her boyfriend.
We had dinner there. After we were done, his cousin, Donnie, actually called us to see if we wanted to go bowling or anything. We had them meet us outside the restaurant.
Okay, and you said they. Who was all?
Donnie is his cousin, and Chanel is the girlfriend.
Do you know him by Donnie? Do you know by his last name?
His Farrell.
Donnie Farrell.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what happened.
We decided that we were going to go to a bar and shoot some pool.
A lot of times people are a little bit hesitant to come forward when it comes down to these investigations. They are afraid of the consequences of snitching, so the detectives want to make sure that the witnesses can talk to them and come forward about everything.
What happened?
We then left and went to CJ's Billards. We were there roughly until about 1:30. After that, we tried to go back to the hotel. Chanel was driving.
Okay.
Donnie was in the passenger seat.
Okay.
There was a U.S. postal truck in front of us. She was driving very close to this truck. She then swerved over to go around him. We passed up this U.S. postal truck. According to Donnie, the driver of that truck flipped us off. When I looked to the right, and the gun that Donnie had was sticking out to my side of the window.
Okay. How did he position his body?
He kind of leaned out a little bit to where his head and his right arm was sticking out of the window. I had heard it go off.
How many shots did you hear?
Roughly about 3.
And all 3 shots came from the gun that you saw Donnie's hold?
Correct.
Do you have your phone now?
Yes,
Could you show me a picture of him?
I sure can.
At that point, the detectives have now identified the shooter. Investigators obtained an arrest warrant for 25-year-old Donnie Farrell, who has multiple prior misdemeanor arrests. The detectives already had an idea of what their challenges were. They knew that he would deny he had any involvement, but he also didn't know what the detectives knew already. It's all about the approach. The detective wanted the suspect to know him as a person, not just a guy with a gun and badge. Walking into that room, the detective knew that everything was at stake.
I need to talk to you, okay? All right. You all right with that? So, what's your name, man?
Donnie Farrell.
Donnie, okay. Where you from?
From?
Yeah.
Where I was born?
Yeah.
Los Angeles, California. I was born in West Covina, California.
You from LA?
Yeah, I grew up in LA.
Okay, cool.
So the biggest thing when the detective walked into that room was that he wanted to make him feel comfortable. His goal was to build a relationship with him, which could help the detective to get a confession out of the suspect.
In this case, I know you were there, okay? I know you were there, and I know really what happened, but I want to help me understand, okay, what happened, Mark. Yeah, like I told you before, everybody make mistakes. No, you made plenty of mistakes. I made plenty of mistakes, all right? But at the end of the day, as men, okay, we own up to what we've done, right? and we move on. All right. So on the way from the pool hall, where did y'all go?
It's foggy. I don't remember stopping nowhere. After we left the bar, I don't remember stopping nowhere.
Okay. Huh?
I can't remember stopping nowhere else.
Okay,
So I'm like really half asleep, you know. I'm like so faded.
He kept using the term he was faded, meaning that he was under the influence of alcohol. He was trying to make the detective believe that he was so drunk that he just didn't remember anything. But the detective knew that that wasn't true for him.
I know you fired at that guy. I know you fired at the vehicle that he was in. All right. You think we just showed up at your house and picked you out of all these millions of folk? You think we did that? Just out of random. We say, hey, we're gonna mess with old Donnie Jr. today. You think we did that? No, that ain't the way it works. You see what I'm saying?
The inspector is trying to reason with the suspect. He is making an assertion that he wasn't picked out randomly and that he knows he fired the gun.
You're a young man. You got your whole life ahead of you. All right? But I need to know what happened. Did he make you that angry? Or was it just an accident?
I was faded.
You was faded.
I was real like out of it.
The gun. How long you owned the gun?
I ain't owned it that long. It was not even mine. It was given to me.
It was given to you. Who gave it to you?
Some guy.
Really? How? What kind of gun is it?
38.
At any moment, the suspect could ask for his attorney. So the detective wanted to make sure to keep the suspect talking to him. In this case, it's possible the suspect didn't know his rights. The detective successfully set a foundation where he can talk and he is comfortable.
The only reason I had it, to be honest with you, being honest, because I was working at 7-Eleven. That's why it was given to me.
Okay.
Because I was working up there.
And for the past robbery, I mean, that's understandable. I mean, you got to protect yourself all the time. But we talking about this guy here. This man didn't deserve to die. You know what I mean? This man that you shot and killed. This man was at work. You hear me? Did you mean to do it?
No, I didn't.
Were you just trying to scare him, or what was it?
That was like my main intention.
Was it just because you thought he was trying to cut you off, or what was it?
No, I mean, at the same time, look, I ain't trying to make no excuses. You know,
Yeah.
I did what I did.
Yeah.
Gotta face the consequences. But
Yeah.
I was intoxicated. Like I said, I was so faded, man. Like my eyes was barely open.
And he gave you the finger, and that pissed you off, and that's why you shot him.
So like, where is this tape when we showed it in court?
No, it's about I mean, this is all a part of the investigation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, yeah, I did like that.
What?
And to be honest with you, boss,
Mm-hmm.
had it been somebody else, I wouldn't even have told them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna be charged with murder tonight. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this straight up, man. Like, you tell me I'm young. I got my whole life ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
I made this mistake.
Mm-hmm.
How long you think it ain't gonna get?
You know, I don't know. I don't make those decisions. I'm not gonna lie
What
to you.
kind of murder is it?
It's murder.
It's murder.
Yeah.
He finally sank over in his chair. His head and shoulders dropped, and it seemed like the full acceptance was there. 19 months after the murder, Donnie Farrell was charged with the murder of an employee of an agency of the United States government. He was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. Thank you for watching Crime Analytics and subscribe for more investigation videos.